Hello, my fellow Nigerians all over the world. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending the place you are watching me from. Today, I would like to touch three topics. The first one is politics, considering to be dirty game. The other one is politicians going against their promises. The last one is AAC to win Nigerian election coming February this year. With these three topics, in Nigeria, it is very important because in Africa, especially in my country, Nigeria, politics is considered to be a dirty game. So that is why I choose this subject. Also, politicians going against their promises. In Africa, in my country, Nigeria, it is very important thing because many Nigerians and Africa does not trust politicians. They consider politicians to be dangerous people who promise something and do the other side of their promises. Now, AAC to win Nigerian election. This last topic, many people will doubt it. Many people will say, how can a new political party? Some claim that AAC does not have political structure to be able to win Nigerian election. So I would like to speak on these three subjects because it's so important. To me, politics, there is nothing dirty about politics. Politics is a beautiful game, a positive game that has no negative impact, but only challenges and competition with different nations of the world. To me, there is nothing dirty in politics. It is a positive game that involves positive challenges and positive competition with other nations. What did I mean by this? What I mean is politics is all about improvement, be it in social welfare, in economics, in security, in infrastructure, in food security. These are what politics is all about. Yeah, we need power. It involves power. But why is it involve power? Because it is with power we can be able to achieve all these things, because we need power. That is what I call political power, to be able to realize all those things, because normally every human being have power over himself. We don't need political power to rule over us naturally, but it is we human beings who created political system. So because we have created this political system, and why we created this political system is to make life easier for us as a human being. So it is not to use political system or political power to enslave others, but to make life easier. So to me, there is nothing dirty in politics. Politics is a beautiful game, a positive game that has no negative impact, but only challenges and competition with other different nations of the world. So my dear fellow Nigerians, there is nothing dirty in politics. I want you to see politics as a very beautiful game. Yes, maybe because the way politicians are being played politics in Africa, that made us consider politics a dirty game. But in the actual sense, Politics is not a dirty game. It is the people who play it dirty. Like in Africa today, in my country, Nigeria, it is the people who are in power, who are in charge. They are the people who are misusing and misinterpreting politics. Because in the actual sense, politics is not a dirty game, but a positive game, a beautiful game, where any leader focus in improving the social welfare of his people, protecting life and properties of his people, creating job opportunity, and etc., etc. So there is nothing negative in politics. Politics is a very beautiful game. Nothing dirty in politics. So my dear fellow Nigerians, if you are one of those who consider politics to be dirty game, please, I want you to do more research. Study the word politics very well. There is nothing dirty in politics. Politics is a very, very beautiful, wonderful game because it involves so many things. And those things it involves, there are things, positive things, defending your people, improving their life, making sure that your people have the best. That is what politics is all about. I will stop here. The other one is politicians going against their promises. Today in Nigeria and Africa, many politicians, they go against their promises. Whenever there is election, like for example, this year, election is coming up in Nigeria. There are so many politicians making promises, what they are going to do, what they are not going to do. There are many manifestos going around the country. There are many politicians going to the mainstream station, TV station, radio station, campaigning around the country, telling the citizens what they have for the citizen, things that needed to be done for them to be able to make Nigeria a better country. So there is political promises going around Nigeria now and other countries in Africa where election will be taking place this year or next year. So politicians are known as promise maker. But in Africa, and especially in my country, Nigeria, many citizens consider politicians to be promise makers. At the end of the day, when they get elected, they go the other way around. For example, PDP and APC, Buhari promised change. What we have today in Nigeria is pain and suffering and sorrow, killing all over the country. Now, this thing now is a fact for those who look at politicians as those who promise good things, but at the end of the day, go against their promise because they have something to back up their fact. They will say, yes, Buhari promised change. What do we have? We have pain. But I want you, my fellow Nigerians, you are right. Politicians make great promises when they are not in power. But when they get elected, they go against their political promises. But there is something we, the people, the citizens of Nigeria, will have to understand that we have not understand. There is something I call political success. Yes. When I say political success, to me, there are so many different interpretations about what success is all about in politics. If you take time and begin to ask different people or politicians, what is political success? Many will tell you about money, power. So many may not tell you anything or say anything. To me, political success is all about realization, fully aware of something, situation or fact, accomplishment, fulfillment, implementation, execution of your ambition or goals. The reason most African and Nigerian politicians don't achieve political success or their political promises is because they are aware of governing and understanding of political power. Take note, my dear fellow Nigerians. It is not that they are not capable of doing the right things, but because they had failed to understand what political success and political power and political promises means. They make a lot of promises and yet achieve nothing when they get elected. In Nigeria and Africa, many politicians do not have ambition, ideology, and those who has still fail as a result of they allow their ambition and political potential to be controlled by a godfather or godmother, often by power and selfish desire. Take note, my dear fellow Nigerians, most politicians in Nigeria do not have any intention, aim, or plan to find out what is wrong or what has they done wrong. Why is Nigeria moving in the opposite side? The politicians who has been in charge of government in Nigeria for over 58 years does not seek for solution to end the challenges the citizens of Nigeria is passing through. Because of absence of trust, faith, or confidence and awareness between them and the citizens, they don't know that political success or political promises comes from being themselves, trust themselves, work with the citizens so that both can work hand in hand to realize their purpose or their good intentions to make the country great. Nigerians, for politicians to achieve their political promises or political success in politics, they must be able to understand the cause and the sacrifice involved, because political success in politics, it is an emotional state of mind where the leaders, the citizens, understand what they want by sharing ideas and work on it until realization take place. So my fellow Nigerians, I ask you now to choose your own destiny, voting Buhari or Atiku, because they tell you that experience is most important thing, but they fail to show you their achievement. They talk about experience, not achievement. They tell you experience matters, not what they did right when they are in power. My dear fellow Nigerians, I ask you now to rise up. Let us take back our country and fix it and make it to work for us all, not for few people who has created enmity between the Igbos, Hausa, and the Yorubas. They use religion, ethnicity to divide us. Today, Igbos want Biafras because they believe or they were told that it is Yoruba and Hausa are holding them back from betterment of their land. They did the same to Yorubas. Now, some Yorubas want Oduduwa Republic. They did the same to Hausas. They tell the Muslims, vote for Muslims. They tell the Christians, vote for Christians. But they fail to tell people or allow the history of religion to be taught in the schools all over the country, so that people can be able to understand how religion came into their life. They know what they know. With this, The citizens will be able to begin to tolerate one another and start to be independent of their own destiny without being too much religious. The citizen will also begin to focus on the betterment of the country, not focus on one man or woman coming from the sky to solve the problem facing the country. So it is left for you, Igbo, Hausa, and Yorubas, to vote right. Forget this word experience. Having experience of something without any good achievement is useless. 2019 election is here in front of us all. My dear fellow Nigerians, don't make mistake by voting PDP or APC. Vote Omoyele Sowore for president of Nigeria. To me, I just read out my own understanding of why politicians go against their political promises. On the process of reading out my understanding of this, I include so many important things that are necessary for every citizen of Nigeria to know. My last topic is AAC, African Action Congress, winning Nigerian election. Today in Nigeria, many prophets who claim to be prophets, who claims that God talked to them or they receive revelation from God. Some say that Buhari will win. Some say that Atiku will win. But there is something that my dear fellow Nigerians, you people have to understand. These politicians, indirectly, they are campaigning for these people. Maybe you people did not know. Maybe this is the first time you hear this from a Nigerian. Yes, I believe in God. I worship God. But let me tell you, for a man of God to say that God told him that Buhari will become Nigerian president, and the other day, another man of God stood up and said that Atiku will become Nigerian president. What are the two trying to play? I'm asking you, my dear fellow Nigerians, what do you think these two men are playing? Are they trying to tell me that God is two or God is different? Or are they trying to tell me that the God who spoke to the other one that claimed that Buhari will win is different from the God who told the other one that Atiku will win? The actual sense, the reality is this, my dear fellow Nigerians, these fake prophets, they claim that God spoke to them using God's name to campaign for these people. So many of them who claim that Buhari will win, in the actual sense, the reality, the fact is that they are campaigning for these people. They are campaigning for either Buhari or Atiku. But they don't want to make it openly and plainly, because they know if they do, they will lose their members and they will lose the trust the people have for them. And the masses will begin to realize that they don't speak for God. So they use God to manipulate the people. So my dear fellow Nigerians, I want you all to know that this prophet who claims that Atiku and Buhari, one of them winning, these people, they are actually campaigning for either Buhari or for Atiku. So now, my dear fellow Nigerians, I, Sunday, telling you that AAC, Omoyele Sowore, will win next year election. I did not say God said. I said Omoyele Sowore will become Nigerian president. In the actual sense, I'm telling you what I believe will happen. I'm telling you that this is what I know is possible. It will happen. And what makes me believe in it, if all the youth in Nigeria today can rise up and stand beside Omoyele Sowore will become Nigerian next president, which I am sure of. Because so many people say that, but AAC does not have political structure. But the reality is this: the political structure that we are looking for is not a building. What we are looking for is human involvement, the youth involvement. So many of us who have heard of African Action Congress, Omoele Sowore, what we need to do is to inform others who does not know about Omoele Sowore. That is how structure is being made, because the structure that I know that we need is the human involvement structure, whereby human beings, young Nigerians, know more about African Action Congress, because this is how we can be able to win the election. But I am sure that we are going to win this election. Another thing that I want to use this opportunity to say is this: I am calling on the African Action Congress, the AAC campaign organizers, to please, the time has come, because we are known for actions. The time has come. We have to send all our campaign videos and songs to all the mainstream media, be it television and radio station. We have to send all our campaign songs and videos to all these mainstream media in the 36 states of the state in Nigeria, so that this can create more awareness for us. Because many people are looking for a young person to vote for, but because they don't have the privilege to hear of this Sowore, they are fed up. But this is how we can let them know that there is a help on the way. So I'm calling on the AAC campaign organizers to please, this is campaign time. There is no time left. We have not less than, I think, 4 weeks to head for election. So there is no time left. Please send all the campaign songs and messages to mainstream media in the 36 states in Nigeria, so that campaign will be going on. I want to be listening to campaign songs of AAC in radio station, in mainstream TV station. So because this is how we can build more human structure that we need now. But nevertheless, my dear fellow people of Nigeria, be rest assured, my dear people of African Action Congress, Take It Back movement, you people are doing great already. Be rest assured, the God of nature will help us. I know we are going to win this next year, this 2019 February 16 election, presidential election. Omoele Sowore will emerge as our new president coming February 16, if the date of the election is not changed. But I am sure that African Action Congress, Omoele Sowore, will become our next president. Thank you, the viewers who listen to this message. Please, you need to subscribe to my channel, because there are so many important things I have that I need to be sharing with you. If you have any question, you can comment on this video and I will answer you. Thank you.